Yeah, hello and welcome and Happy New Year. Actually, this is the first webinar broadcast what we do this year. And I'd like you very welcome for a very special webinar. It's actually not a webinar, so this time I like to request your help to develop our future product with us. And that's a little bit different than a webinar. Well, as you already noticed, especially for our GYHM 600, 650 and the new 850, 890, we really like to get your feedback to develop our future products. You can see that already on the 600 series, for example, this month, around about middle of this month, end of this month, we will release the new firmware 3.0, which gives the customer who have already a 600, 650 complete new autofocus system with area selection, with the front lens ring. We do a webinar for this also very soon. It gives you 1080p recording, for example, with the H.264 50 megabit recording, which is a better codec instead of a 50 megabit MPEG, for example. And who has the 650 gets also new bit rates starting from 200 kilobit up to 8 megabit per second, and also the 6C or an RTP protocol. So without buying a new camera, which we see it's very comfortable for the customers. Basically you get a new camera. It's better for our natures because it's not changing all the products all the time when it's not necessary. Well, we like to do the same thing with our upcoming 4K products. And about the history of the GVC and GVC Canvot Corporation, we bought a Ultrasense company, which is a sensor manufacturer, and now we are able to create our own sensors. And one of the benefits, it takes time of course to develop something new with the hardware, and today we finished a super 35mm sensor. Well, when we have the sensor, we can starting up to make products. But not only single products, we have some other ideas. Or maybe that's the right way, maybe that's the wrong way. So today you have the choice to help us to find the right way to get up the right feature into that, and also maybe the right design to it. Let me do a quick overview. I think a lot of you already have seen the NAB or joined the NAB by yourself, or maybe you have the videos seen, but I do a lot of press videos on the NAB and for these new products. But there is one thing that I read between the lines is people always thinking that's ready products, but this is not really a ready product. And I don't like the word prototype, because prototype is always something which you really almost finish to do it. This time we call it concept design. So it's like a car manufacturer, you show a concept of a car, and maybe it will come, maybe it will not come. That create some ideas, and we want to show our ideas and like to match with your ideas and with the feature what we want to have. So let me give you a short overview just by kind of a small couple of PowerPoint slides, but it's very concentrated, don't worry, it's not too much, and I like not to overdrive all these issues. So you have time to study that later by yourself. And let me quickly open the file. So that is what we call NAB concept camcorders. And that is, we're starting directly with one of the products. Please be noticed, all the names what you see here or you see in the press release, maybe that's going to change. So that we called working names, operation name for the development. You see this is a concept design here, a body, a chassis body, or like here. And let's look about the basic outline of the camcorder itself. Well, I mentioned you that's the plan of the super 35mm sensor developed by our own. We like to give the camcorder body a PL mount and give you some internal recording capability of 4K from 24 up to 60p recording. and you switch the camera mode to 2K resolution, that's possible from 24p up to 120p. Well, to doing a 4K camcorder, for us it's important that it's not just a camcorder for the recording, so we like to have also the playback option for that one. So it creates also a 4K 60p live output. As you know, we have the experience of our IP technology, which we use already in 680, which I mentioned just before. So why not to give such a product also this IP capability? Well, the design, what everything will be possible, like remote, like live streaming, all such things maybe could be inside of this body. Here is just a draft outline. Our goal is, when we developed such a camcorder as a production camera, we still like to use the SDHC or SDXC cards, and they're coming already, or they're already on the market, UHS-1 U3 cards, which is the same design. There's not changing the card design, but they have more memory capabilities and also much faster. These cards, even they're starting new in the market right now, will be very, very quick worldwide around. So we not want to go a dedicated recording system where you're not able, when you run out of memory, to have to think about it where you can get the memory back. So exactly all these cards here you can buy in any shop, and later on the new versions also. By the way, there's still open minds. For example, we could attach a recording system here, maybe by an SSD or by a hard drive, or both will be possible, maybe a slot or something else. That's one of the requests from you. So if you say, well, with these cards it's very nice, but in addition we like to have on a backpack here, we like to have an SSD drive or something else, your ideas are welcome. The resolution is a real native 4K, 4096 by 2160 4K. That's the idea. Of course, UHD, let's say Quad HD, 3840 by 2160, up to 60p recording, and the 9020 1080p up to 120p. Well, for us it's important to keep also a touch on still a possibility for the 2K not only make a 4K camera, because we're thinking, and it's actually today, especially in Europe, when we're talking about HD camera, well, the realistic thing is that maybe 60 or 70% still use SD in the world. So we like to keep that in mind, that the camcorder is also capability for standard HD sources. In case of 720p, you'll be able to go up to 240p. Supports 4-channel audio, and very important for the live output, it's a kind of industry standard that you have 4 outputs with SDI. 6 GHz or 16 GHz SDI output is not a standard at the time. So 4 SDI output allows you for any modern mixer which you have to combine these 4 channels into a single one. So that's quite an industry standard to use 4 times SDI output. Well, as you know, there is a lot of displays. Maybe you like to hook up directly at displays, and you know the normal consumer displays are not supported professional industry input. So, but they're supporting the HDMI 2.0. So in addition, we like to support you to HDMI 2.0 in addition. So you can select professional output, or you can have the consumer style output as the HDMI 2.0. Yeah, streaming and remote capability, that's one of the basics. Regarding concept of the chassis design, maybe you see here, maybe say, oh, it looks a little bit strange, maybe yes, maybe no. This comes from a practical point of view. You know, we're making a design concept because, well, you can create a camera which you see maybe on the market with a lot of display on the side, on the left, on the right, and the camcorder takes more power for the displays than anything else. Well, such a camera maybe is in rough use. So if you want to put that on your shoulder, You don't want to touch any bottoms there. You make sure that your recording is going as you like to go and not by your face. You want to change any bottoms or something like that. So that's one reason why we take the bottoms a little bit in a secure area. But of course, it's a design concept. It's not finished. When you say, I like to have that, maybe block it, or I like to have a display here, whatever. Surely such a camera needs a professional viewfinder, not a simple one. So really what you normally expected for such a production camera. Well, here is an option for realistic, as you've seen on the NAB, and that's also the images which running on the press. Keep in mind, this is we call mock-up. That's not final design, so there's some discussion. But already we collected some ideas from the NAB, and it was very welcome, actually, from the design. Even somebody says, "Oh, it looks not what I expecting." Anyhow, keep in mind we can do something more. I have a dedicated questionnaire at the end of the seminar, which you can download, and you can give me back your mind. All of these products, all of these 4K products, for us is important to have some streaming option, live streaming option, maybe not in 4K, maybe in 2K, maybe in 4K, we don't know right now. But, you know, we have the technology already made as a single unit. Why not bring it into that kind of products too? Well, here's another product, which is an idea as a small handheld, as basically an entry model. Let me give you some idea. The recording, even on the previous model, is about 150 megabit as a single file. You know, GVC already has a GYHMQ10 before, which records on 4 SD cards. All these products here will be recorded on a single card. So it's a single file, so it's much easier for the editing, etc., etc. Well, it's using the same sensor as on a large baby. We give them a Micro Four Thirds mount here in front. That makes it able to have a bunch of lenses which you can get in the field and can hook it up to the camcorder. This baby will have the recording capability at the moment 4K 24p up to 30p and 2K 24 220p. Also, we want to give some IP technology, as mentioned before, and we like to have also dual codec recording system. Like, for example, you can record HD and SD and HD and proxy, or single 4K. Also, the idea to have simultaneous recording and streaming, as you already known from our 600 and 800 series. This is a typical concept design, which you've seen here, and here's the image. That's the realistic body. As you see, this product looks more or less like a final product, and maybe there will be not so much influence. But still, we are not finalized this, so still you can give us your feedback. Another product, and that's from my point of view also a very interesting product, based on the same concept. This is not a camera itself, this is just the sensor head. The CCU is built into that box, which is at the same time recording, a recorder, including a display here in front. Again, Super 35mm, Micro Four Thirds mount, 4K recording capability, 2K recording capability up to 240 frames per second. Gets professional 4K output, HDSDI 4 times, maybe also HDMI 2.0. Also IP remote connections or streaming capability. The cable at the moment here can be is standard 5 meter and can be extended up to 20 meters. For example, I give you an idea, which are already facing. Maybe some people say, can we use a fiber here that we can extend that for a longer distance, like 120 meters or 150 meters. So such ideas already coming up. This baby has a lot of capabilities, especially for not only professional broadcasting, it could be also for industry applications, like in a submarine or like in university or like research center or something else, to get the image in very, very high resolution. Also the same style, we're recording 4K 150 megabit H.264 and also in 20 megabits per second up to 50 megabits per second in 2K. We're using also the SDXC card class 3. HD SDI, for the HD recording you can use a standard HD SC and standard SDXC card. It will have 2 media slots. Here could be, for example, also an idea to build in a hard drive into that box. You know, that's the recording format 4:2 or 4:0, 8-bit. That is in the moment the technology design. And file format will be MOF, MTS, 2-channel audio. So if you need something else, for example, built-in hard drive, or for example, flip over display or touch panel or something like that, give us a note. Maybe that could be also interesting without the camera, just as a recording and playback device. This is just an idea. Let's come to the last. Oh, here's a real picture what we show on the NAB. You know, the camera head, the Micro Four Thirds mount. Keep in mind, this is only Micro Four Thirds mount. The sensor is Super 35mm. Here's the camcorder itself. You see, this is already a prototype designing and is already working. It's not only just what we say a mock-up, which is a black empty box. So this is a real unit which is already working. Here's another baby, and this is something special. Well, I'm not sure if this is the right image for this product. You know, again, based on the camera, that's actually same as you've seen before. That's the camera. This is only the camera, not the CCU. The CCU is built in this box here. Well, it looks big, it looks heavy. Well, it is at the moment, but finally it will get smaller if we release that. And the gimbal here is also an own development, so the complete unit is developed by us. It's not a third-party product or something else. It's really fully a GVC product. And what you see here is just the mounting. This is not for the real, this is just for the demonstration. Normally you will mount like on a quadcopter or octocopter in this way, but maybe this product is also very usable not for such a flying object, it's maybe for a real something mounted, a real helicopter or something else, whatever idea you have behind this. And again, this is a gyro stabilized gimbal designed by us using also Micro Four Thirds mounts, and has the 4K recording up to 60p and 2K up to 240p. It will have IP technology, so it will have remote control for the gimbal itself, control X, Y, and set direction, operation speed, like you can see here, pan tilt plus minus 130 degrees, tilt minus 120 to plus 45 degrees. And also roll will be possible for about 180 degrees. It's fully remote controlled by IP, and the unit will get also as a playback device. So it's not only just recording. The idea is to have also for HDSDI output, maybe HDMI 2.0 as a standard, and also live streaming capability. So if you mount that on this unit, with a Wi-Fi network capability in 2.4 gig or 5 gigahertz bandwidth, you can get a 2K live streaming image, so very high resolution flight control, for example. That could be one of the feature of this product. But maybe, well, you say, well, this application maybe only 1 or 3 times a year or a month, or whatever, or 10 pieces a month, so we don't know. Or maybe you said, well, GVC, this is a good idea with the gimbal, this is a good idea with the technology which you have behind, Can you make a full PT-set camera, or can you make a box camera from it? So please let us know. Well, here's a real image from the exhibition. You see, this is just the mounting where you put it on place, and we have also a helicopter on the NAB. So, but here's a good view on this concept design. You see, this is the box here on top, which is the complete camera, CCU, the playback device, in and outputs, IP, everything. And the control unit for the gimbal. That's the gimbal itself at the moment at that stage. And here is the camera sensor front end with the Micro Four Thirds and any lens selection. By the way, we support active lenses in this case. So, yeah, give you some ideas. Here is a prototype of the remote control. It could be like a joystick, like here, or you can a piece of software which you can maybe control with your touch panel or your smartphone. So this is also an open issue to go ahead with. Well, frankly speaking, that's so far the overview of that one. So, how you can give us your feedback. I like to go quickly back to that computer here, and let me open quickly a page. You are already seen this video here, this seminar on the training webinars, and after I'm finished, just in a few minutes, just go to the download section, click here to download webinar documentation. You will come to our FTP server, and there's a webinar area. So, and you found here the 4K questionnaire. If you're going in, so we have the DOCs, an XLS file, and I have the tentative information of this PowerPoint presentation made for each product. So you can select, for example, you are not interested of the gimbal, maybe you're only interested on the big 4K camcorder. So take the questionnaire here from the XLS and just fill out our questionnaire with your mind, with your ideas, and send it to me. I'm very happy. I'm very happy to get your feedback. Well, it's not always a guarantee when we do something that you know, all the features you requested come in. I want to give you one really remark. Is more feature you have, it much more realistic it must be the issue from price-wise view. Well, everybody likes to have it cheap, me too, of course, but we must be realistic in some house.